So, hi everyone, myself Kanakaraju, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, Warangal Institute of Technology and Science. Welcome to WITS Connect. Today we are going to discuss one of the important unit bearings in machine design. Okay, what is a bearing? Okay, what is bearing? Bearing is one of the machine element which supports the machine members, moving machine members or machine elements. It permits a relative motion between the contact surfaces. It permits a relative motion of the between the contact surface of the members while carrying the load. It is carry the load. See here, this is one of the example of bearing. In this one, this is fixed element, this is moving element. In this moving element, load is applied on the bearing. Load applied on the moving element. It is used to support that moving element. Okay, this is called bearings. Next, classification of bearings. What are the classification? There are two classifications. One is depending upon the direction of load to be supported. Direction of load to be supported. Next, second one is depending upon the nature of the contact. Okay, these two are classifications. First one, in this depending upon the direction of load to be supported is divided again two types. One is radial bearings and second one thrust bearings. Okay, next depending upon the nature of the contact. Depending upon the nature of the contact also divided two types, sliding contact bearing and rolling contact bearing. Okay, these two are divided according to the direction and according to the nature of the contact. First classification, depending upon the direction of load to be supported. In this first classification, divided to, already we know that radial bearings, thrust bearing. What is radial bearing? The load acts perpendicular to the direction of motion of the moving element. The load direction of perpendicular to the motion. Direction of perpendicular to the motion is this is direct proportional perpendicular to the direction. The load acts perpendicular to the direction of motion of the moving element. This is the moving elements and this is fixed elements. The direction of the load is perpendicular to motion. Perpendicular to motion. In this radial bearings. Next, thrust bearings. Thrust bearings, the load acts along the axis of the rotation. The loads along the axis of the this is thrust bearing example figure. In this one, these are fixed elements and this shaft is a moving element. In this shaft moving element, the direction of load acts along the axis. This one along the axis. This is called the thrust bearings. What is difference between these radial and thrust bearings? In radial bearing, shaft is a fixed element and bearing is a moving element. But in thrust bearing, shaft is a moving element, bearing is a fixed element. Okay, these are difference between thrust bearing, radial bearing. Okay, see again, radial bearings, a load acts perpendicular to the direction of motion of the moving elements, and thrust bearings, the load acts along the axis of the rotation. These two are example figures. Second classification, depending upon the nature of contact. Depending upon the nature of contact is again divided two types. First one is sliding contact bearings, second one rolling contact bearings. See, sliding contact bearing. What is sliding contact bearing? The sliding take place along the surface of the contact. Along the surface of the contact between element and the fixed element. Along the contact, the sliding take place The sliding take place along the surface. The sliding take place. This sliding take place along the fixed surface. Along the surface, contact between element, the fixed element and the fixed element. The sliding contact bearings are also known as plain bearings. This is also known as pair bearing. This is the example. The sliding contact of the bearing along the surface between element and the fixed element. That is called a bearing, sliding contact bearing. Next, second one, rolling contact bearings. Okay, the second classification depending upon the nature of contact. In this one, second one, rolling contact bearings. What is rolling contact bearing? The steel balls or rollers are interposed between the moving and fixed elements. The balls offer rolling friction. At 2 points for each ball and rollers. Like see here, for suppose this is shaft. In this shaft and this is the outer diameter. In this two mediator is balls. Okay, in this one, this is a moving element. This one is fixed element. In this balls, moving elements. This rolling contact bearing, there are two moving elements, one fixed element. Okay, one fixed element. This shaft is also shaft moving element and rollers also moving element. Next, this outside of the shaft is valve shaft is a fixed element. Okay, this is the rolling contact bearing. See again, the steel balls. These are all steel balls or rollers are introduced between the moving and fixed element. This is a fixed moving element and fixed between the moving and fixed elements. The balls offer rolling friction. These balls are offer rolling friction at 2 points. There are 2 points, 1 and 2 points for each ball or roller. This is a rolling contact bearing. Next, we are going to discuss types of sliding contact bearings. Types of sliding contact bearing divided 3 types: full journal bearing, partial journal bearing, fitted journal bearing. What is full journal bearing? In this full journal bearing, best example figure is this one. In this full journal bearing is consisting of total around the journal. Okay, around the journal. This is full journal bearing. This is a bearing and this one is journal. Next, partial journal bearing. In this one, the partially attached to the bearing. This one is in this one journal to the journal and this one is bearing. Okay, this is partial journal bearing. Next, fitted journal bearing. Some amount of bearing is attached to the moving parts. Journal. Okay, these are divided 3: full journal bearing, partial journal bearing, fitted journal bearing. Okay, next going to discuss materials used for sliding contact bearing. Materials, what are the materials used for sliding contact bearings? Let's see. Materials used for sliding contact bearing. What are the materials? Material used for sliding contact bearing. Sliding contact materials. What are the materials we are using? In these materials, there are 5 materials we are using. First one is Babbitt metal. Babbitt metal. Second one, cast iron. Third one is bronze. Fourth one is silver. Fifth one, non-metallic materials. See here, there are 5 materials we are using siding craft bearing. First one is rabbit metal, cast iron, bronze, silver, non-metallic materials. These all are used for sliding craft bearings. Okay. Next we are going to discuss lubricants. Next topic is lubricants. The lubricants is most important for any machine production of any components. In any machine, lubricant is most important. Okay, the lubricants are used in bearings. To produce friction between the rubbing surfaces. And to carry away the heat generated by friction. If you see any machine, there are during machining there are some heat is produced. If we want to decrease that heat, we are using lubricants. In this lubricants to reduce the heat generation in machines. Next, it also protect the bearings. Against corrosion resistance also. Next, the lubricants are classified into 3 groups. The lubricants are mainly classified into 3 groups. One is liquid, solid, semi-liquid. These 3 are classification of lubricants. See again, the lubricants are used in bearings to produce friction between the rubbing surfaces and to carry away the heat generated by friction. Next, it also protects the corrosion. Okay, there are 3 groups: liquid, solid, semi-liquid. What are the properties? Properties of lubricants. There are 7 properties. These 7 are most important. If any lubricants, all those properties are most important. First one is viscosity. Next, oiliness, density, viscosity index, flash point, next fire point, next pure point and or freezing point. Already we know that these are those things. First one is viscosity of the lubricant, oiliness of the lubricant, density of the lubricant, viscosity index of the lubricant, flash point, fire point, pure point and or freezing point. These all 7 are most important properties in lubricants. Next we are going to discuss terms used in hydrodynamic general bearing. Thank you.